When I was 12 years old, I had my very last recess. And although I've been a legal adult for 16 years now, I feel like 22 years ago was when society decided to start molding me into an adult. I know that's putting a lot of weight onto recess, but let's think about it. Recess was the last time your organized institution valued play. Limitless, unorganized, and free, recess was a time when you got to make up your own games, create your own world, live by your own rules, or even wander around alone. Why did this stop? Was the removal of recess evidence that we no longer need to play? Or maybe it was a really intentional time to take away particular freedoms. What were we supposed to learn by getting rid of recess? Yes, we have PE and art classes, but those are more structured activities with skill building end goals. So here we are, 34 years old and missing recess. Welcome to my channel. I'm rediscovering what values I want to have in my adult life. Play is the first of 10 episodes that we'll be covering in the next 10 weeks. Tenets or themes that I want to incorporate into my life. Hope you enjoy. When I decided that play was important to me, the first thing I did was buy more books than I could read about the subject. Obviously, Tsundoku. In the book 4,000 Weeks, a concept called an atelic activity is discussed. Atelic was popularized by the philosopher Kirin Setia and comes from the Greek a, meaning without, and telos, meaning end or purpose. Atelic literally means without purpose. Atelic activities are many of the activities you can picture children doing. It's all play. Think about playing house with dolls or riding your bike around the block. There is no end goal. The activity itself is the fulfillment. On the flip side, there are telic activities, things only done to accomplish something else. This is like driving to the grocery store or painting the walls in your house. Things done to get food for dinner or maybe make your house a little less ugly. Recess is like 1,000% atelic, but does that mean it's worthless? I'd argue no, for a few reasons. I'd say most enjoyment is the whole point of anything. Why do we earn money or develop relationships or grow food? Hopefully to get some enjoyment. Second, I'm convinced there's intrinsic value in play. Stuart Brown wrote a book called Play. In it, he says that play is not only beneficial to the individual, but he also says that it is the basis of all art, games, books, sports, movies, fashion, fun, and wonder. In short, the basis of what we think of as civilization. In essence, everything that we love and the entire way we view society all stems from play. That brings us to autotelic. In Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi's book, Flow, he defines flow as an autotelic activity that is focused on the process, not the outcome. According to him, flow is the state in which people are so involved in an activity that nothing else seems to matter. To me, that sounds a lot like play. So, auto means self, and telic means meaning or purpose. So autotelic is something that has meaning or purpose in and of itself. The beautiful thing is that an individual has the power to give meaning to any activity. In other words, anything can be play. All right, let's get playing. So in an effort to go back to my recess days, I decided to call my mom and dad, who probably have a better memory of my childhood than I do. Dad, what's up?
Just working. What you doing?
Oh, hanging out. And I wanted to ask you, what your memories of me were when I was a kid that I liked.
You really like the dog. I mean, that's why we got the dog, Max.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
I don't know if you just wandered off with him. Well, let me think about it. Maybe I can come up with more stuff.
Okay.
Sometimes everybody's merges together in my brain.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. All right, perfect. Thanks, Dad. After I consulted with them and thought about it for a while, I came up with 10 activities that I think will feel like play to me. Let's play. Over the last week or so, I've done a lot of play, and I've been writing down things I've learned, and I have 6 takeaways. Number 1, the best play takes a little bit of prep. I found that once I was able to do a little bit of prep, play was really fun. For example, I wanted to sleep outside and test out my backpacking tent. It took me like an hour to figure out how to set up that tent. Now I can set it up in like 3 minutes, but all of the prep to do that took a while. Number 2, some of the best play is done with others. I had about 10 things that I set out to do. I only got 6 or 7 of them done. All of those were with other people. So playing board games, playing sports, playing video games with my brothers, all with other people, all super fun. I think that's important to remember, that some of the best play is done with others, and to plan for that. Number 3, anything really can feel like play, but play can also feel like work. It's all about your perspective. For me, play came more naturally when I lowered the stake. So just putting no expectations on anything really helped me to get into that play mode quicker. It also made things that usually aren't play feel like play. This included work or some random chores. Number 4, I learn a lot when I play. I rode my bike all over the town and I noticed restaurants that I'd never seen before driving. I learned how to stitch more efficiently with sewing my soccer ball together. Long story short, even when you're having fun, you can learn a lot. Number 5, play can be planned or spontaneous. I think it's important to prioritize play, but also be ready for anything that could come up. And lastly, number 6, play isn't the only thing that feels good. This week was really odd where I wanted to prioritize play over basically everything. Every time I went to do something, I thought, oh wait, maybe I should be doing my play activity, or wait, is this really gonna feel like play? One simple example was I wanted to tidy up my desk, but it felt so unlike play that I kept pushing it off until I finally said, okay, I just have to do it so that I can get into a play mood. In the end, it felt great to do that. It wasn't play, but it still made me feel good. That leads me to our next video. I still have 9 other themes that I want to cover that I value and I'm really excited about. So stay tuned. Anyway, thanks for watching. Keep playing. See you soon.